Hello, stars. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Aster. I'm a reader and a writer. If you are new here, let me just quickly catch you up. About a month ago, I finished my debut novel. About 3 weeks ago now, I finished the first round of edits on that novel. And last week, I started, draft 3. I started putting the edits into the draft. It is Monday today. For once, I'm actually starting at the first day of the week. So it's pretty late right now. It's like 10:20. I just wanted to get some work done because I work a lot this week, so I didn't want to use it as an excuse. Right now, we are on chapter 4, which is the longest chapter in the entire book. It's too long, actually. So I'm going to split it in half. My book, for those of you who are new, is a cozy romantasy. It's very slow burn. It is about a girl from Earth, Tori, and a boy from another planet named Eli. Eli stumbles onto Earth accidentally and meets Tori. He realizes something's off with her right away and kind of invites, kind of kidnaps Tori back to his world. And Tori, major reader, major dreamer, she doesn't want to go back. So this story follows the two of them as they go on these magical quests and adventures. They meet a bunch of people, both from Eli's magical guild, which is also his home, and from the quests they go on. They meet some monsters, of course. It's fantasy, and some stuff happens that kind of makes Tori think that maybe not everything that led up to those points was quite as simple as she thought they were. The name of my book is also the name of this planet that Eli is from. It's called Sidereal. The actual definition for Sidereal, I think, is in and among the stars. It's a synonym for celestial. When I found the word, I thought it was kind of fitting for this new planet, so that's what I named it. That's the name of my book, Sidereal. Right, so so far I've just been doing a chapter a day. I did the first 3 chapters last week, and I'll do chapter 4 now. I'll do the complete chapter 4 that I have on here, even though on my draft I will split it into 2. But just so I can keep it basic for here, simply for here. This chapter is 6,700 words, so that is also why I'm cutting it in half. Typical chapters are like 3,000 to 5,000 words. For my book, they're typically 3,000 words. So let's get started. I will update you guys along the way. If you saw last week's vlog, this is kind of the same thing, except I'm actually spending a whole week doing it. Okay, so the mic did need to come off because it kept dying, which is annoying. This is literally the 4th time I've done this, because the first time I thought it was dying, it didn't. The second time, it was off. The third time, it did die. So now we're here with just no mic because it's too much work, and I don't want to go downstairs to charge it. Anyways, I'm just updating you guys because I found one of the edits. They're actually one of the harder edits that I've put into this book, mostly because it's not where it's supposed to be. This one specifically is at the end of this scene, and then I'm just like, oh, mention this somewhere in this scene, because it comes up later in the book. It's not that important, it's just like kind of world building, and I'm like, I don't know exactly where I want it, but I just know that it's in this scene. And so I have a few moments like that, and this is the first of them. This one specifically is mentioning like the government. The government doesn't really come in later in this book. Like we see none of the government, but it is a world building thing that you do need to know. This specifically is the astral government. Astral is what they call magic in this world. Basically, it's just important to know that you can do certain things and you can't do certain things, and this is the reason why. And so I needed to add it in. But it took me so long to find where I wanted it on the page. Like, in my mind, I knew, but I couldn't find it. It was difficult. So yeah, for the rest of tonight, there'll be no mic, so I'm sorry if I'm really quiet, I don't want to wake my family up. So. Okay. So I decided to stop at not where I said I was going to stop. I stopped when I made the chapter break because it's 11:30 right now. I do work tomorrow, so I do have to actually get up early. That, yeah, took longer than I thought. I should have expected much. I should have expected that much, considering this chapter's double the size of my normal chapters. I just looked at the word count for the 2 chapters. First one would be 4,500, the other one would be 2,300. So I think I'm gonna want to find a space a little bit earlier to break it. I think I know where I might break it, but I'm not positive. I think it's like just before this scene that just played out that I want to switch it to. I think that'd be better. What if I just do that now and see? Maybe here even. Now let me see what this looks like in terms of word count. I just want it to be more even, you know? 3,300. That works. That's actually a lot better. That's like almost right halfway. So now I have 2 chapter 5s, and it's going to be a little annoying to have to change the chapter number every time I get to a new chapter, but it's okay. That also means in this document, I'm not going to know exactly where I stopped, but I will know in this. So I'll leave that there. I'll know that I'm just coming back up tomorrow, I'm assuming, so it's not that big a deal. But I have waited. So if you guys saw last week's vlog, you know I started this at 69.8 thousand words. That was the whole draft 2 word count. Draft 3, I wanted it to get at least above 70,000 words. Within the first chapter, I did that. And then by chapter 2, it was 70,100 words. So 70.1 thousand. And by the end of chapter 3, it was 70,194. So I would like to see, I'm just going to keep that up, and I'm going to see what the word count is after chapter 4, kind of. It is 70,334. So I got an extra 200 words in there, plus taking out words too, because I did do that. I know I would love it to be 75,000 words, but I'm not sure if it's gonna get there. I do have another scene to add much later in the novel. Like, I don't think we'll get there this week, but yeah. So I'm on page 27 now of this draft, chapter 28, so I'm a whole page ahead. Like, top of this page, top of page 27 is top of page 28. We should be fully charged now. I did leave it overnight, so here's to hoping. We're doing this downstairs because my mom is working right now, so she's in meetings and this. I can't talk or do this. I don't really like doing this in front of her anyways, but I usually would wait till she's off of work just so I can, record up there. But I'm not going to do that today. So I just got back from work and I fell asleep really early last night, so I woke up at 3:30 this morning, and so I didn't go back to sleep. So while I still have energy, I'm just gonna go up and do the editing now. I believe we are on the second half of chapter 4, which in the final product will of course be chapter 5. So I think I'm just going to complete that today. That kind of counts as a chapter, considering in draft 3 it is a whole chapter. I haven't looked at the draft yet because I haven't gone upstairs at all. So that's all I really have to say to you for now. Of course, if I do find something, I'll go in the bathroom or something so I can talk to you, but yeah. So we are in the bathroom. I finished I didn't just finish, though, the other half of chapter 4. I finished right up until chapter 6. Sorry. So I finished one full chapter and then the half of chapter 4 that I made its own chapter as well. Chapter 5, so this is going to get really confusing really quickly. I'm going to go by draft 2 numbers. So chapter 5 was about a little over 3,000 words, and I looked at the total word count after I finished, and it was 70,400. So got an extra, 100 in? No, it was, I got like, I don't know, 60 words in? 70? I don't know. I would offer to come back up later, but to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna have the energy. I'm gonna be exhausted. Good evening. I did forget my lamp downstairs, so you're gonna have to deal with this lighting. There was a few things. I wasn't able to record much last night because, well, my mom was up here last night, yesterday. Maybe it was the day before that. I don't know. I'm really lost. The later half of chapter 4 went by really quickly, so I just did chapter 5, which went by pretty quickly as well, and now I'm on chapter 6, which is 2,900 words, so I'll do that tonight. I'm kind of out of it right now, to be honest. Just learned that one of my guy friends, is in the psych ward. So that's crazy. But me and my friend who are closest with him will find a time to visit him. He's allowed out, he just needs a day pass. So he needs prior notice. But yeah, it is 9:23. So I'm going to work on this. Yeah. And I'll update you when I can. I can actually talk now because it is evening, obviously. But yeah, this is going to be a short chapter because 2,900 words. One of my shorter ones. Okay. The beginning of this chapter is probably one of my favorites. It starts with like a description of their sky, because their sky is a little different. I really like it. I feel like it's pretty. I obviously see all this in my head, but seeing it, I think it's described well. I hope you guys can, when you eventually read it, are able to see what I see as well. Anyways, that was a quick one. It is 9:58 right now. Parents just went to bed. Their light's still on. Oh, the next chapter is even shorter. The next one's 2,800. I'm not going to do it today, though. I don't feel like doing it right now. Wow, let's do a quick word count update. It's at 70,423. I knew it was at 70,400 before, but I don't know the exact number, so I don't know if I went down or up this chapter. But yeah, that was... I like that chapter. That's a cute one. They start to go off on their first quest on this one, and of course it can't be easy, and it's the first introduction to, in this book, what I call critters, which is small demons. I haven't explained those either. The monsters in this world they call demons, and so like animals, they're everywhere. Some are dangerous, some aren't, like meeting a wolf in the wild compared to meeting a squirrel. It was just it's more of a lighthearted event. It's like something went wrong, of course, but it's more lighthearted, and I think it's kind of funny, and I enjoyed reading that. That was a good, short, lighthearted chapter for me today. I needed that. Now they're downstairs. Not eating anything. There's a microphone. Yeah. I hope I'm not eating it. Paper towel? You don't have that in your own bathroom? Okay. Good night. That was my stepdad. It was funny. So that's where I'm leaving it off tonight. I feel like I haven't done a lot of work this week, but I'm doing more than I did last week. Like, I think have I worked every day this week? It's Thursday. I may not have worked Tuesday, but it's, yeah, because I'm doing one chapter a day. It's a short chapter, but yeah. Slow progress is still progress. Even still, if I push myself to do work when I don't feel like I'm doing it, the work I put out when it's creative like this, it's not going to be good because I'm not going to be passionate about it. I'm not going to be in the mood for it. So I hold myself by that. I forgot my lamp again. Today we're doing chapter 7, shorter than last chapter even, so it'll go by quickly. I can't believe it's already Friday. Like, that's kind of crazy to me. This week went by very quickly. Like, I thought yesterday was Wednesday, so I thought I had a little while, but ooh, that's a fun line to start on. I was not where I should be. What does that even mean? Sorry, I'm reading my first edit. Changed into something familiar. Let me read the first paragraph of chapter 7 for you. I was not where I should be. I was dazed, so I thought that maybe it would take a moment longer. Oh my gosh, that needs to be reworded. I was dazed, so I thought that maybe it would take a moment longer than normal to recognize the roof above my head. The moment turned into a minute or a few, I wasn't quite sure, but it never helped. Oh, I'm telling myself what to write. It should be, the moment turned into a minute or a few, I wasn't quite sure, but it never changed into something familiar. That makes more sense. Okay. I was really confused by that. Sometimes I just write things when I'm editing and I read back on it when I'm trying to actually put them in, and I have no idea what they mean. Bless you. Chapter 7, short little chapter. I'll just get right on with it. I mean, I feel like now the edits are actually toning down a little bit. The first few chapters had a lot of revisions. I really wanted to change things up, but it's not too big of a thing. I say that, but I don't know if you can see this. Oh yeah, you can. That's all the edits for this page. Either way, it is less than what was on the first page. Let's see if you can see it better in this lighting. Can you see? I think it's kind of hard to see. The entire 3rd, 4th, 5th paragraphs are all crossed out. And then there's 2 others beside that are crossed out. Yeah, I had a lot of revisions on the first bit. I think this will probably be a shorter day, just like yesterday and the day before. So don't expect too much from me, but again, I will come back if I have something to say. I didn't do a time check before we started, but it hasn't been that long. I'm already done chapter 7. This next chapter, I think I have 2 like this. So chapter 8 is kind of a transition chapter. It's right before Eli's chapter, the first point of view. The first time we have Eli's point of view and everything. And I'm wondering if maybe I should just combine the chapters. I might. That would get me back on track, but that would also mean that I'd be down to 24 chapters again. But I don't think I had planned to add another scene into this chapter. It's just because that the next chapter, chapter 8, is 1,700 words. So unless I add like a lot of words to that chapter, like a whole other scene would be necessary. I think I should just add it. I think I should just combine chapters. I feel like that's the smartest move. But that's actually, yeah, I guess I could just do an outro now, which is weird. It doesn't feel like Friday to me. It feels like Thursday at the latest. It feels more like a Tuesday or a Wednesday though. Anyways, I hope you stars enjoyed. There's gonna be more on this because I kind of like documenting this process. It really like holds me accountable. It makes me come up here and actually do work. So I do definitely like it. Let's do a word count update. Oh, on my music again. 70,459. I think that went down, didn't it? I think it was 94 last time. Which is fine. Like I said, I had expected the word count to go down. I mean, with the scenes, it's still gonna be over 70,000, but I do expect within these next few chapters that the word count's gonna go down quite a bit. Crazy. Just the fact that I'm doing this at all is crazy. That I'm writing a book. It's that I've written a book, that I'm editing a book. Like, wow. Alright. I will see you stars next week. I hope you guys enjoyed. There'll be more editing stuff for a while. I might throw in a reading vlog in there if I feel like I need a break, if I'm crashing a little bit. I don't want to get quite onto content for other books yet. I have so many ideas, but like I said, I do plan for this to be a series, but I want to see how things go first with the first book before I make the second book. But there is one book specifically I've been dying for a long time to plan out and actually start, and I think I'm finally ready for it in terms of my like ability. My writing is good enough to write this book, but yeah, I feel like I want to get this done before I start something new. I don't want to be muddled and have my attention drift towards something else when I'm trying to do this. I'm gonna stop rambling. I will see you stars next week. Bye bye.